everyone, welcome. Today I'm going to be looking at this Temu Welder. Now these are accessories, don't get confused. The welder comes in here. I'm going to start with an unboxing and show what comes in the kit, everything, because that was one of my questions. Did it come with welding rods? Does it come with a little mask, etc.? I went ahead and bought some extra welding rods. These are not included in the kit, but they were like, I don't know, $4 or something for 6 of them. And I bought some leather gloves because I always need new gloves. But anyways, I got new leather gloves. And then these are some welding goggles that I bought. It's not a whole mask, it's just like glasses. So I'll unbox these in a minute. But stick with me through the video. I was in the process of trying to fix the chains on my trailer, and I realized that I need a welder. The trailer itself is only $500. If I drive this to a shop and pay a welder to put 2 or 3 or 4 little spot welds on these shackles that I need welded, I mean, I'm sure it would be at least probably $100. It could be $200 or $300, and I'll have to drive it up there and take 2 days and drop it off, and it'll be $200 for them to put some spot welds on these things. In the process of making the video, I found this welder on Temu, and it sells for typically around, right now, because their prices are changing all the time, but it's $69, but they're having a Valentine's Day sale, and it was like 80% off. Well, that's confusing. It was like $250, but it was like 80% off, which brings it to like, it was $62. And then I got in the mail, I wasn't even gonna buy it for $62. I was like, yeah, whatever. I mean, I've seen it as cheap as like $11. So I was like, I'm not paying $62. They jacked the price way up because these have started to get popular, I think. So they raised the price. But I got an email from them with like a $30 off coupon. So between the Valentine's Day discount and a $30 off coupon, I paid like 30 bucks for this. And I was like, oh, what the heck, for $30, I need to get my trailer welded. It'll make a good YouTube video. I paid the $30 because if I wanted to go, like I said, pay a professional welder to do this work, it's gonna be at least 100, probably up to 200, who knows? You know how shops get sometimes, they could charge $200 or $300, but I'm sure it would, there's no way it's gonna be 30 bucks. So I bought this for, I ended up paying like $30 and change roughly. I'm not gonna worry about the exact price, you can take my word for it. It was a $62.99 with a $30 off coupon. And I'm gonna go ahead and get to the unboxing. So stick with me through the video. I'll get through to the welding here coming up throughout the video, show you how it welds. I am not a professional welder. This is actually my first time stick welding. I know you don't want to hear that. You might be like, this guy doesn't know what he's doing, but at the same time, it might be good for you because I'm a pretty much a novice here. And if I can do it, then, you know, you can translate it into your own ability or skill level, and I'm sure you could do it. You know, I'm not a total moron. I've studied welding. There's a bunch of information. I know that with stick welding, you kind of just want to lay down dots or tacks in a line and just kind of dot your way across it. Now, the thing that I'm welding is a shackle, which if you know, it's just basically a loop. So it's thin. I mean, it's just a thin piece. It's not like a long straight line where I'm welding a flange onto a flat piece of sheet metal. It's a cylinder loop that's a shackle that is broken off. Somebody cut it, I think, so the shackle doesn't join up. You'll see it in the video. So all I really need is a couple spot welds on each side. I mean, it's gonna be hard to lay down like a long bead of a nice weld, okay? So if I can just kind of strip some of that material off and prep the shackle, prep the metal, get it down to some metal, and then put a few tacks around it, that's all I'm trying to accomplish here, just to get that thing to close and seal up and hold my trailer chains on. So without further ado, let's get on to the unboxing. I know that was a long introduction. Hopefully you're hanging in there with me, and hopefully you'll watch the rest of the video. So this is the case that the welder comes in. I switched camera angles so you guys can get a better view. The knife is not included, but this is the packaging that it comes with. Hopefully it's not upside down. because there is some labels on here. That appears to work. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And so you get this, you know, obviously the welder, you get this brush to knock the slag off, and it's wires, a wire brush where you can kind of clean your welds up. I think this might be for the mask. But here's the welder, and that's your ground or whatever it's called. I'm not a professional, but there's your ground clip that you clip on, and the power supply. That's all that's required. You don't need any gas or anything for this. You plug it in and you ground it and put your stick in and squeeze the trigger. So there's that. And then it comes with this little mask. I don't know how easy this would be to use while you're, I mean, if you have to hold this up and try to, you got a long stick coming out of this thing and you're trying to hold this up in front of your face and get pinpoint accuracy. But it does come with this mask. And again, this is my first unboxing. I haven't even looked at this yet. It looks like the protective eyewear is not included, installed. Okay. All right. So here's the. I think this. Yeah. Yeah, this is the eye protection. Oh, which mine is broken. That's no good. Mine's broken. So there's that. I mean, I'm just being honest here. It came broken. All right. So my mask is non-functional. There's that. I won't be using this. Okay, that's a little bit disappointing, but for $30, what can you expect? I bought these extra. So that's all that's included in the kit, by the way. Okay, so that's disappointing. I would like to be totally positive and say, I love Temu. You can find all kinds of deals on it, and I'm not trying to be negative, but this thing is broken. I'm not gonna hide it. I'm not happy about it. So that's everything that comes in the welder's kit. I went ahead and bought extra. It does not come with rods, so I'm glad I did, but I purchased some welding rods, and here they are. You know, they're 6011s or something. Yeah, I got E6011s, if that means anything to anybody. So I just got, I don't know, 6 rods or whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 6 rods because I have a small job to do. I don't want to spend a ton of money. And they're 6011s. All right. So there's those. You're going to need rods or sticks or whatever they're called if you if you want to do any welding. And I'm glad I bought some type of welding protection because my mask doesn't even work. But here's these goggles that I got, whatever they are, whatever you want to call them. They're solar powered auto darkening welding goggle. So these aren't going to provide protection for your face. I'm just going to hope that I don't catch any sparks. And I'm going to have to go change clothes and put some welding clothes on because if you didn't know, clothes are recommended for welding. So here's the goggles. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with them. There's some type of strap. And it says, warning, please remove this protective film before using. All right. So we got the protective film and they go from green to purple. All right. So they're auto darkening. And there's a film on the back. I don't know if this film's supposed to come off or not. There's a film on the back. Oh man, God dang it. Look at all these extra. Okay, there's no instructions in here. I don't know how to use these. I'm sorry for not given a better review. Okay, these plastic things go in the front of this. And then there's another film on the back of this, and I don't think it's supposed to be removed, and I started peeling it off. But it's the corner's sticking out. I don't know, maybe you do remove that. I can't tell. It's just clear. I'm taking it off. The heck with it. There's one of these on the back. It's on both sides, and they left the corners sticking out, so it makes it look like you're supposed to peel it off. Hopefully I don't go blind. It's certainly more clear, and in the one that I peeled off, it's nice and crystal clear. The one with this plastic coating on it. I'm gonna have to get some needle nose pliers or something and pull this out of here. And again, I don't know, there's no instructions. It says remove the film on the front, but there's a film on the back too, and it's harder to remove, but it's also peeling up on the corners. Power supply, fixed lithium battery and solar cell. Battery capacity, work temperature. So there's a sensor in here, and it's a solar cell charge. I don't know how long you have to charge them, how to charge them. There's no instructions, so. Okay, it comes with extra shields. I don't know what else to say about that, guys. I'm trying to, I'm doing this on the fly. I've never looked at this stuff before. So I'm gonna try to edit this into something that's usable, but I have no idea how to operate these glasses. And it's kind of annoying. So let me go get some different clothes on. And again, there's a strap here that locks. I guess you could take you could probably take these the standard sunglass ear things off and put a flexible strap on as I guess what that would probably be. Because it looks like it locks in it just has two little clips like you would lock it in the corner of the glasses. Yeah, I mean that's where they go. So you could replace the ear things with a elastic strap. Today we're going to be getting into a project with these trailer chains. I talked about them in a previous video and I'll show it here in a minute, but the chains on my utility trailer are absolutely terrible. I bought some 5,000 pound coated wire. It's made by XCORT to replace these chains, and it's going to be better than what I have. They're 5,000 pounds a piece, I think, each wire, and my trailer only has a 2,000 pound axle, so it's more than adequate. I just want to get them on and get it done. Get rid of these old chains because the old chains are a safety issue. I'll show them in a minute. But yeah, so the trailer is attached with these tiny little rusted bolts. The chain is not the right quality or the right gauge, so I'm getting rid of that unsafe chain. But I'm just gonna show me cutting off the old chains, and I'm gonna get these things done because they're dragging the ground, they're sparking, they're not safe. It's a nightmare, it's a bad situation. I want them gone. So here we go, I'm gonna get it done. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate all the subscribers and everybody that's given super thanks. Thanks for the super thanks and the subscribers. I appreciate everybody. Let me go put on some different clothes that I can weld in and see if I can't get this job done today. Okay, so I moved out to the garage here now. These are the XCORT coated wire chains that I bought. So now let's move down and look at these chains. This is a tiny little bolt with a screw head on it that it's attached to, and it's kind of rusting and crazy, and then it goes through over here into this crazy get up, and this loop right here is actually cut. But so this chain is good chain, but it comes down in here to this light gauge stuff. It's got an S hook on it, and this last link is not even connected. This is the carabiner that had to go through the chain. But in order to get through the chain links, the person I bought the trailer from had to cut this link and expand it. So if there was ever a wreck and it pulled on it real hard, that's gonna separate. That doesn't take much force at all. I could bend that with a pair of pliers. So this is all just junk. It drags the ground. When the truck gets weighted down, they're too long and they spark going down the highway. It's a big pile of junk. So I'm just gonna cut these things off of here and put on my new coated wire curve. I'm just gonna get in here and start cutting. This stuff is just tangled. There's a bolt here, a bolt here, a bolt down here. This is cut. This shackle is broken. It's bolted to a broken shackle. Let me just show you what I'm working with here. This one's got some shinier bolts on it, but you can see the shackle is split. And this little tiny bolt that spins around is what the chains are bolted to a broken shackle. It's a flathead screwdriver on the end of a bolt. So, good luck trying to grab it. I'm just gonna have to cut it off. I came across a welder and it was a hot deal. So, all right, I got on some crappy clothes here, just something that can get messed up. So whatever, it's just some old sweatshirt. I'm gonna go ahead and start trying to get this metal prepped. I got some flapper wheels and my angle grinder. See if I can't get this down to some good metal, and then we'll get to welding. I'm just gonna jump in here and do a little voiceover. I started off with this flapper wheel, and it's not really the right tool for the job, but I had them laying around. I thought I could knock some of the rust off of this and get a nice smooth finish, but it really wasn't doing much. It was just basically tearing up the sandpaper before it was doing anything. So I break out the angle grinder here in a minute and really get this thing down to the metal where it needs to be. Okay, I'm just gonna go for this. I got the welding rod plugged in. Let's see if it blows up when I plug it in. No practice, never done this before. I'm just gonna try to dot this. But if you spot welds across this shackle right here, I got it prepped down to the metal. So the welder's on. It should be on. It's not making any noise or anything yet. I guess you gotta squeeze the trigger, but we'll clamp this grounding on here. And my safety goggles on. I don't like this angle. I'm gonna have to move the camera. I'm gonna move the camera here. All right, I had to move the camera around to the other side. Now I have this on 5, and I'm just gonna try to put a few spot welds across this thing. Let's see what happens here. Nothing. Oh, gotta turn it on. There we go. I didn't even read the instructions. I am a total novice at this. Turn it on. Here we go. Let's see what I can do. So far, not impressed. Oh, great. Wow, that's really something. Oh, great. Whoa, baby. I go. Oh, yeah. Whoops. Cool. So I think I just laid a pretty good bead down there. Look at that. I'm a pro. That looks darn good. That is on there. I'd like to do a little bit on the bottom. Oops, I think I welded my clip a little bit. See if I can get some on the bottom there. Cool. It took a minute for it to want to do anything, but sweet. Ha-ha! I want to look at that. All right. That might be too far away. Well, it's on there. I'd like to put a little more metal in there. It's not going to behave. And that is red hot. Okay, so I'm not an expert stick welder, obviously, but the coating on this rod was all flaking off and it was down to the bare rod. So I just snipped it off, and I'm going to hope that I can get a better weld again. Let's see, I'd like to lay a little more metal down. I mean, it's pretty much on there for all practical purposes. Let's see if I can do a little more, get a little metal on that. Whoa! It sparked out through the ground. Something ain't right. Well, this, I don't know how to get it to just go. I'll turn it down to 3. There we go, there's a little bit of welding. So overall, this thing's getting the job done here, but it won't just stay on. I turned it down to 3. Turn it up to 4. And it's on there. That one looks great. This one, I just would like I'd like to lay a little more metal down right here. Not as easy as you would like for it to be, but it's getting the job done. I mean, I'm going to get this thing welded for $30. So I'm happy about that. But again, I'm not an expert welder, but these, see that stick? I don't know if you can see that, but all that coating is peeled off of the stick, so I feel like that needs to mix or something, and it's not doing that. So I'm going to trim this stick off again. I'd like a little more metal on there, just right in here. Let's see. It won't just stay on. I got one good weld out of it, but it just won't stay on. And when I had that close to it, it melted the clip. There we go. Boom. Yeah, see, I need to get that closer. All right. Ooh, it's melting that thing. Turn it down a little bit. It doesn't like it when you turn it down. All right, I'm gonna go with that. Well, I would like to build up this metal a little bit right here. It's so hot. It's melting the shackle, and I can't get it to lay metal down. Oh, that's not what you want to do. I don't know why this damn thing won't just go. It might be ending its duty cycle. Yeah, it's not. All right, well, I think I'm going to go with that. Give that thing a rest. Overall, hey, it got it done, man. And that weld right there looks good. This one's a little messy, but who cares? Those are on there. So I got my shackles welded on. Got that fixed. They should like down position. See how strong these welds are. I need to put some lubrication on that. I'm just going to hit these things with a little WD-40 to try to get them to move a little easier. See if that helps. Overall, that weld is strong. So I'll show you what I ended up with. So if you come in here, there's my weld right here. So that's pretty good. They're pretty strong. I was trying to avoid hitting my cables here. They got a little bit of discoloration on them, but I think they're still good. So overall, I'm pretty darn happy with getting that done. I'm signing off. Have a good day.